Hello, my name is Kai Bannister, and I aspire to live like Major Lucas Grunther. When he spoke at Somerville High School a few years ago, I saw a man who was extraordinarily determined, hardworking, integrous, and a great leader. He spoke about how the movie Top Gun inspired him to be an airman when he was younger, and through his determination to pass the Air Force Academy, and with 11 years of extra education and training after high school, he was able to achieve this dream as an airman. Personally, I have struggled with a stutter since I was very young, and I have been determined to banish it, yet it has been a constant struggle. I have endured bullying and even comments from my first boss ever, like, "We won't criticize you, we'll just make fun of you," which I found very odd, and it made me feel very weak coming from an adult that I looked up to. This was my Top Gun moment. Now, as you can see, my stutter is better, and yet I am still working to end it completely. Now, one of the things that was really unique about Major Lucas Grunther was that he was very adventurous, especially in his hobbies. All of his hobbies pushed the boundaries of his comfort zone. Because of my stutter that I've been battling, filming myself in a video like this is pretty far out of my comfort zone. But hey, then I think, what would Luc do? Anyways, Luc loved being outdoors, traveling, and just going on adventures. I'm the same way. I love biking, I love skiing, I love hiking, and I love just being in the wilderness. Also, I love to travel. A few years ago, I toured around Europe for 3 weeks, and that was one of the greatest experiences of my life. Now, in Luc's time at Somerville High School, he was a stellar soccer player. As well, I play soccer at Somerville High School, and I was the captain of the varsity team junior and senior year. Now, senior year, our team won the Motherlode League championships, and we were also the Division VI Sac Joaquin section champions for the first time in school history. Now, what soccer has really taught me was the values of integrity and hard work. I always give 110%, even when no one is looking. And this is one of the ideals that Major Grunther lined out to the students in that theater when he spoke at Somerville High School a few years ago. It was to always give 110%, even when no one is looking. Now, also when he spoke at our school, he talked about how he was a pilot trainer, so he trained other pilots to fly the F-16s, and this really speaks to his character, how he was not there to fly solo missions. He was there to help other people succeed and achieve. He said his objectives in Afghanistan were solely to support ground troops, and this was also another reflection of his character. He was always there to help out. He said from the cockpit of his plane, he looked down on the views of Afghanistan, and he saw a beautiful country, and he did not let the fight that they were fighting there take away from the sheer beauty of the landscape and the culture of the people. He told a story about a man named John Cavallini, who was a security guard for a team going around to the villages and trying to build positive relationships with the natives. He talks about how John and his convoy were ambushed one day by the Taliban, and how he had flown his jet in low and helped these men escape this treacherous situation. Now, Lucas Grunther, he was a very selfless man, and when the next day after he landed his plane, he went down to the base where John Cavallini and his convoy were stationed, and he met the guys that he had just saved. He said this was the best time of his time over in Afghanistan, just to meet these guys and to know that he had saved their lives and to shake their hands. Now, out of all 369 combat hours that Major Lucas Grunther flew in Afghanistan, he flew every single one of those hours to support guys like John Cavallini on the ground. Now, winning the section championship in soccer was kind of like that for me. I mean, I'm not the most skilled player on the team, yet I am very vocal and I'm a facilitator specifically of the defense. This year I sprained my ankle pretty seriously, and yet I went to every practice and game and used my voice to try to help out the team win. And so, overall, our team did very well. We won the section, and it was really awesome to see after the section a dad of the junior varsity player that we pulled up for playoffs came up to me and thanked me for being a role model for his son and to helping him become a better soccer player and person. And this was really influential to me, and it reminded me of how Lucas Grunther lived his life. Now, Grunther was also a leader. He received the congressional recommendation in order to get into the Air Force Academy, and I was selected as a boys state delegate this year. And Major Grunther was the ASB president at Somerville, and he changed the ASB constitution while he was there. I was the captain of the varsity team on soccer for junior and senior year and helped lead the team to a league championships and section champs title. Now, I feel like I share some determination with Major Grunther. Luc had stellar grades, and I'm sure he stayed up late, very late, to achieve his GPA. He worked hard, and he would always seek other help when he needed it. And I do the same. And ultimately, this is paying off because I am going to Sonoma State in the fall. My goal was to get into an awesome college, and that's what I'm going to do with my life. Now, I've aspired to be determined, hardworking, integrous, and the best leader I can be. From the words of Major Grunther, get out there and try hard at everything you do. And then when you realize what you want to do in life, everyone is going to know you as a champion. This is how I live like Luc. Thank you.